And he said, go tell him to dip 7 times in the river Jordan, and he'll be clean. Do you remember this? And Naaman the leper is mad. His servant convinces him to dip 7 times in the river. He dips 7 times and he comes out clean. How many of you know that there was no magic in the water? That was a prophetic act. Physical obedience brings spiritual release. When I get in the baptism tank, I enter the tank with a cross. And I get put under the water. And there's 2 parts to this prophetic act. The first part is we put you under the water. Why? Because what Romans 6 says, that if we are crucified with him in the likeness of his death under the water, then we shall surely be raised with him in the likeness of his resurrection. So this has 2 parts. The first one is we put you under the water. That means the old man's dead. But the most powerful part of baptism isn't the water. It's when we take you out of the water. Because it says, and then we rise in newness of life, never to die again. So I enter the baptismal tank with a cross, but I exit with a crown. Because the Bible says, 1 John 4, as he is, not as he was, as he is, so are we in this world. Are you with me? So what I'm getting at is this. You are not in a war with your old man. Here's the challenge. If you believe you're in a war with your flesh, like, oh, my flesh is evil. No, you're born again. In fact, husbands, love your wives as you love your own flesh. No one ever hated his own flesh, but what? Nourishes and cherishes it. Brother, that brother's just in the flesh. The word became flesh and dwelled among us. David said, my soul and my flesh hunger for the living God. How many know your flesh loves God? Your old man is dead. Everything about you loves God. Your soul loves God. Your flesh loves God. You're just a lover of God. Everything in you loves God. Well, brother, I don't know if that's true. It is. I get paid to know this. And here's the challenge.
Blinded by our own desires, we love to gaze at false fires. With itching ears, we listen to liars. Teachers, preachers, pastors, and prophets for hire. We were warned by the Holy One that such wolves were sure to come. But if you are deceived, then why would you believe that those tongues were just for fun? That those quote-unquote miracles were the devil's magic, entertaining you so he can wreak havoc in your homes, in your head, in your dreams while you're in bed? And it's not just you he seeks to devour. He wants your spouse, your children, and anyone else with power. The power to crush his head with the might of the one who bled, so that we might be free, no longer slaves to sickness, sin, and disease. Wake up, church. Rise up, y'all. The one true God, Yehovah, calls.